All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Dungeons and Dragons.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
And we've almost got a full house, so I'll do Lady Rorschach's character tonight. And we've added Scotty. Welcome, Scotty.
Woohoo!
Woo.
My camera's all messed up. I should have checked this earlier.
Well, we can see you. And we're live.
Good enough.
So just to quickly recap for anyone from last week, you just got back from raiding Lord and Lady Growlin's manor or villa, defeating the Zentarum that were there. One of you has some new pets. You didn't find the nimble right, but you need to do that. So you get back late at night and you do a long rest in the bar in your manor. So is there anything anyone wants to do overnight or before bed or as soon as they wake up?
No, I don't think so.
So the first thing that happens as people start moseying down into the main living area is there's a loud knock at the door. Who wants to answer?
Not me. I'm not allowed.
All right, so another knock at the door.
Okay, I'm gonna call down and say, Nico, can you get the door?
Is the roguish drow going to open the door?
All right, I'll open the door. Make the dark elf open the door.
All right. So, Scotty, what are you going to do?
There we go. He opened the door. Hello. I noticed during the time that you were saving the scarecrows on a farm, someone that looked very, very familiar, vertically challenged like myself, but almighty. You have a Mellis that lives here. He is my long, long, long lost relative.
That's awesome.
I admire the power and all that you
Okay,
have
I'll
done.
shut the door and say, "Hey, Mellis, it's for you."
Oh
Okay, well, I will go open the door and greetings. I'm Mellis. You look familiar.
Yes. Our great ancestors. We used to play in their backyard. And I saw you in the farm destroying the scarecrows and saving all of the crops. I too would like to serve as you do.
Well, my friend and family, absolutely welcome. Please come in and join us. Now, I vaguely remember you and a lot of cousins and relatives running around. You may have to remind me of what your name is.
You can call me Freak.
Freak. Love
no.
it. Well, come in. Welcome. We went after the scarecrows on the request of Volo, and were granted this banner for helping him out with that. So we have a good little group of people here. We like hanging out. We're just getting kind of settled in, choosing our rooms, getting the drapes up and that type of stuff. So yeah, please come in and let's grab some breakfast.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Okay. So if you're eating breakfast, I think before Fareed can get the first bite in his mouth, Vert and Melis, you hear the voice of Vajra the Blackstaff. I have a mission for you. Please come as soon as you're able.
Okay.
Vert looks around. Well, where do you want me to go?
Come to the tower. I have something you'll need for your mission today.
Okay. I relay to the rest of the group what I just heard.
You heard it in your head?
You didn't. Okay, yeah, I heard it in my head, I guess.
So the Blackstaff calls on Forest Grey using a sending spell. So only the Forest Grey people can hear. But let's see. Let me go pull up the mission.
Yeah, so I think we'll finish breakfast and go over there and see what he wants.
Okay.
See what we can do to help him today.
Okay. And Vajra is like, hey, yeah, there's been some interesting developments. Apparently a young bronze dragon has taken up residence in Deepwater Harbor. It startled a few sailors, but it hasn't hurt anyone. We need someone, you, to confront the dragon and find out what its intentions are. So, can you do this today? It'll help relieve some anxiety if we can find out its true intentions and they're peaceful. But we don't know. We have no idea. It's just hanging around.
Absolutely, we're happy to help out.
Are we all there, or is it just?
Yeah, you would all go. Maybe
Okay.
maybe we'll have Shannara stay behind, possibly. Or maybe she'll come. Actually, yeah, she'll come. You probably need a cleric. Okay, so if do you want to go there on right afterwards, or is there anything else you want to do before then?
I think we can go with you.
I don't
Unless,
know if I can swim.
And before you leave, she said, I almost forgot. You'll need these. And out of a pouch, she pulls a potion for each of you. So this will help you breathe underwater for about an hour. Turn of the glass.
Very nice.
Okay. So you each get this potion of water breathing. Deepwater Harbor is down by the docks. So whenever you're ready, you can head down that way.
How do I do that?
Just announce your intention to go down there. I don't have a map for the city.
Oh, okay.
I could pull one up right now. Let me do that.
And I should be in roll 20, right?
Yes, I thought. Yeah, you're in roll 20 right now. And what will happen is when we go into an encounter, I'll change the map and provide the instructions for what to do next. But basically, this is the. Oh, I'm not sharing anymore. So this is the city map. So in the harbor area, there's a bronze dragon that's been sighted by a number of different sailors, and they don't know why it's there.
Can any of us speak dragon? Or do all dragons speak common? I've never met a dragon before.
Some might, and actually, I think you might be able to. Let me double check. So
Bronze
all,
are knights.
double check.
Bronze are generally good dragons.
It's not Sparrow. Let's see, is it Bert? I thought somebody spoke Draconic, but it will probably speak Common as well. checking all the language settings.
Yeah, Melis does not. Melis is pretty strong and pretty charismatic, but he's not very smart.
I think charisma's like my lowest stat.
Hmm.
Oh no, it beats intelligence by 1.
So checking all the sheets. This one I saw a Draconic in here yesterday. Ah, of course. It's Nico.
Oh, great.
Yay!
I forgot I knew it.
You, you have to be promising that you're nice to the dragon.
I will. Well, it's a metallic, so I don't think we'll have a problem.
Good.
Hopefully not.
Before the group departs, Bert goes back up to the study for a few minutes, then comes back down. And whereas before he had his acolyte of Primus robes over his or vestments on, now he's got a heavy set of armor with the symbol of Primus on the chest plate and a shield.
Oh,
Nice.
Wow. That's awesome.
Nice new duds.
Is that what you was carrying in the backpack before?
Yeah, so I was looking around. I'm still very slow though, so I'm definitely not strong enough to be wearing this.
Well, we got dwarves with us. It'll be slow travel anyway.
Oh,
Come on now.
darn.
Probably down the the end of this road here, there are a number of piers that you could probably use, or you could go probably along the seawall, whichever one you want to try doing when you're ready to go and look for the dragon.
Yep, I think when we get down there, we might ask some of the dock workers or sailors. We've heard rumors of a young bronze dragon in the area. Do you know where specifically they've been seen?
And they all kind of point generally out towards the middle. One of the sailors will say there was this merchant vessel coming in that had sunk in a storm, didn't quite make it. It's around where that sunk, and so everybody kind of knows. Oh yeah, it's right about out here. Is where we've seen it by that old wreck.
Okay.
While we're there, is there any fishermen selling fish?
Yeah, let's buy some fish.
Okay, I'm going to try to find the biggest tuna possible.
Do you want modern prices or D&D prices? It'll probably be about a 5 gold.
Okay.
How do you get the avatars that are at the bottom? On my screen, they're going right across the middle and like 3 times as big.
Oh yeah, I haven't figured that out yet.
Oh, darn it.
There
I
used
mean,
to wait.
how do you get yours the way they are?
Yeah, there used to be a setting. I don't know, Alexander. Do you know how to resize the icons?
Darn it.
I honestly don't.
Yeah, it
I'll be
used
all
to.
right.
It used to be a feature. I used to change the size so they were really small because it used to block part of the screen. But
Oh,
then
yeah.
I haven't been able to find it ever since mine went this size because I like them really small.
Found it. Click the gear in the top right, go to audio video, click video display, and change that to small.
Awesome. Thank you.
So I could do it to name.
Perfect.
There we go.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'll change mine to names only.
Well, it's awesome.
Now I can see the map. Thank you.
Okay. So you now have a tuna.
do we think that we can get out there? Is there maybe a small boat that we can rent to get part way out there? Or a captain who will take us out there?
You can ask around. You see one that's about the right size where it wouldn't be inconvenient to take like a large cargo vessel out. So like more of a smaller fishing vessel that would fit all of you. If you want to negotiate, there's somebody working there. In fact, he's throwing old scraps into the water with a pail. I guess he was like, preparing bait or something like that. So if you want to, ask him to take you.
I think that's going to be easier.
Okay. So if
Did
you
anybody?
ask,
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
Did anybody know where this dragon has seen it lately?
Probably about here from where a few sailors have pointed. So not far away from the piers. But if you do ask the sailors, like, you want me to do what? Take you where?
Just out into the bay near that old wreck where the dragon has been sighted.
Oh, near the dragon.
Yes.
Make a persuasion check.
Well, 15.
Yeah, you guys look like you're the type that could take on a dragon. I'll take you out there for nothing. Come on. And so
Awesome.
if you load up in the boat, he'll take you to about where they know the wreck is, just because there's really good fishing near the wreck. They know that, if they were towing nets that might get snagged, but if, they had hooks, it would probably, be able to catch some really nice fish out there. And they haven't seen any fish in the last week. So either something scared them away or maybe been eating the fish. But you're
Should we ask about the dragon?
What's that?
If should we ask if they've seen it and can they describe it?
We tend to go in the opposite direction when we see large things in the water. There is some sort of a crest on it. That's about all I can tell you.
Okay.
Bert stops looking around the sky and starts looking down at the water now that he knows it's in the water.
So is everyone ready to jump in?
Sure. I guess we take our potions.
Yep.
Okay. So take your potions. Let me get everybody set up. And move you over.
Oh.
See, there's a way to move the screen. I'm trying to make sure everybody's screen goes to the same point. Maybe it won't. I just kind of lined you up in a group, but you can rearrange yourselves if you like. The green shape is the hull of the wreck. So it's right here.
I'm not seeing the map. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I don't zoomed out enough.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Usually, so Roll20 has this feature where if I do a shift or alt click, it'll zoom everybody, but it's not really doing it right now for me.
we talk underwater with this potion?
Yes, you can. It's sort of intelligible. Just enough, and the sound carries a little further, but you've got to listen a little more attentively. So it's kind of a trade-off. You do realize when you're down there that if you have a bow, that it's probably not going to work very well because when you let go of the string, the drag from the water will slow it down.
Yeah.
However, crossbow may not have the same problem. If you ever use the crossbow, you'll know that it's got enough force to probably not be affected by that. You can see pretty far. It is daylight, and it might be darker, but all of you, I think, have night vision. And over towards the other side of the wreck, too many computers. Let me get the. Swimming around because you did startle him as a dragon.
Oh,
That was quick.
Oh. That was easy.
flying. What the heck?
There he is, guys. Let's go talk to him. I'm going to say that loud enough so he can hear that.
Perfect. It'll be a minute with swim speed. I'm at 10 feet around.
Was
How
that?
do I move?
I'm saying, wait up for me. I can only go 10 feet around right now with swim speed.
Oh yeah. So you are moving very slow. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are very fast in the water, unless the potions let us.
Yeah.
Go fast.
Especially since he has what, plate armor in water.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody went real fast.
So he kind of swims around you a bit. He doesn't seem threatening, but he does kind of inspect your backpacks. He kind of looks at what you're carrying, and then Nico, you hear him say in Draconics, "Do you have anything interesting? I'm always interested in some in interesting shiny things and things with value." And he'll kind of gesture a claw towards the wreck, and you'll see kind of spilling out of the wreck, bright corals, some coins, out on the sand, different types of trinkets, anything shiny. And then he'll hold up it looks like a little tiny bag, but you can tell it's a large coin purse. It's like, this one fell off a ship yesterday. It was a really good find.
Wow. I love your house that you've found here. Oh, gosh, my cat is leaning on the keyboard. Come on, buddy. I brought you a little dinner as a peace offering to be able to meet with you and say hello. And I'm going to give him the big tuna.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll save it for later. It might be rude since you don't have anything to eat. So he'll kind of push it into the wreck a little bit out of the way, and he'll kind of look south, and you'll kind of hear this kind of a gurgling, kind of like he was going to do a roar, but it's like an echoey sound through the water. And he said, "We should be fine for a while." But if you look, I think, Nico, you can see there's a big dark shape swimming near the piers. Very fish-like, but very big.
Oh, gosh. You guys, just not to alarm anybody, but there might be a big creature out there. So watch your backs.
Yeah, we'll be fine while we're here.
Well, since we've got an open dialogue, does anybody have any questions they'd like to ask? Oh,
Well,
what's your name? My name's Nico.
Pleased to meet you, Nico. I am Zelifarn. And I'm going to type it in.
Zelfar, that's an awesome name.
Zelifar. That is an awesome name. Zelifar, well met. Where did you come from?
I come from further down the coast. I got to leave my siblings, reach out to see what I can find. This is a very busy area. I like looking at the the boat's going back and forth, and sometimes things fall out. I sometimes, sneak aboard, and then suddenly you see this mouse. Instead of him, it's a mouse kind of swimming in the water, and it's like, doing this, and then he changes into a dolphin, and then he'll change back into his dragon form. It's like, I can come visit, check things out, see if there's anything I can trade for. I'm always interested in shiny things of value, and I'm hoping I can have a stash as big as my parents. They have a lot of treasure, and I'm looking for something like that.
Well, we understand that your presence here has been causing a little bit of strife, stress, fear with some of the fisher people in the area. So we have been asked to come talk to you, find out your intentions, and really to see what we can do to help keep everybody happy, safe, feeling good about being in the Waterdeep Harbor area.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about me. In fact, he'll go over and he'll pull out some nice big pieces of coral, maybe some nice rocks. He'll pull out big clams and things like that, things that might have value. It's like, I'm willing to trade for things. So if anyone really wants to trade with me, I'm happy to do that. I just want to set up a place of my own and be able to look at all the different people that are coming back and forth, all of the different things on the ships to see if there's anything I could use. But I'll definitely trade for that. I just want to be able to build my collection like my parents did. And
I think that's
you can make an insight check.
Who?
If you want to.
I'll do an insight check.
How do you move?
You should be able to click your character token.
No.
Let me check
That's
it out.
a dirty 20.
Nice.
Oh, you definitely know that he's telling the truth. He's just a young dragon. You know enough about dragons, bronze dragons, that they don't really have any desire to hurt people. Although if there is a large battle, they will take the side of those that believe the righteous ones, the ones that are fighting for good. It does like to participate in those types of battles usually, but generally they're just there to look for treasure. They do have a tendency to show up on ships in different forms to investigate and maybe interact with the captain. So let's see, Scotty, I'm checking out your character now.
Well, I think it is an honor to be able to meet you, a well-respected dragon of yourself. The fishermen have been saying that the fishing has gone down quite a bit, and I don't know if you've noticed, but there's been a lot less boats above your head because the fish have not been in the area. Do you know any reason why the fish would be disappearing?
Well, for one, I like to eat, and I tend to catch around my abode here. And he points to the shipwreck. Generally, I can just kind of take a nap, and when I wake up, there's a few fish swimming around, and that's breakfast. And if I have to go further away, I'll actually go outside the harbor to look for fish other times of the day. But for breakfast, I tend to catch it here. But I'll try not to chase them away. In fact, if I can, try herding them in from time to time into the harbor. But they tend not to want to.
That would encourage more fishermen to go above you if they were catching fish.
Ah, that's a good idea. And maybe a large fish like the one you brought me.
Yes. And maybe we could work out something with the city that maybe they could even bring you a fish.
Ah.
or meals?
I prefer treasure.
What
Okay.
kinds? What
But
kinds of
I will trade large fish for treasure. If you want to let them know that would be good.
Yeah, I was curious about what he was, what he wanted to offer in trade, and what kinds of things he's looking for. Is it just
Yeah. So
shiny things, treasure?
yeah, they're definitely into like all the metallic dragons, gathering treasure over time. Um, and he'll say one of the things I like is when I showed up here, there were little things all over the place, and I've been gathering up over the last week to start my collection. So this was a great place to start. But my parents taught me I need to learn to trade, so I'm willing to start trying to trade with the people on the ships to make sure that I can build my treasure the right way. Yeah.
If you stay in this area, and if this area is ever threatened by hostile outsiders, would you help defend this area?
I will, but let me make sure that I don't want to really commit myself. I've never really been in a big battle before, but if it looks like it's not that bad, I'll definitely take the side of the city, especially if they help me, right?
Yeah, excellent.
Can the slower vertically challenged ride the dragon?
No,
Darn it.
I don't think so.
And I'm going to let the dragon know where we are, just in case there's ever anything that you would like to contact us in town.
Great idea. Great idea, Ed.
So, Dragon mentioned, trade. Would he be interested in returning with us to go potentially talk to the locals about setting up some kind of agreement?
Also, that
I kind of want to be very careful about how I meet people for now. But if someone wants to go find me, if they circle above my home and I notice them, I'll come up to chat in a non-threatening form to see what they want. So
How long can he be out of the water?
for quite a while. They're amphibious, so a bronze dragon can live equally in the water or out of the water. They can fly, but they tend to like to reside underwater. And then he says, I did have a visitor a couple days ago. Do you know Avi? And Avi is your neighbor who helps run Steam and Steel. He's the water genasi.
yes.
So I kind of told him to be quiet because I don't want to scare people. But if I am scaring people, I'll try to maybe surface outside the harbor, and maybe that will help. But Avi seems very nice, and Avi knows where I live as well. So if you need to find me, you can always chat with Avi. Avi might come for a swim sometime and chat with me.
Excellent. Yeah, and I do think that limiting your visibility in your dragon form around the sailors probably will help ease some of their concerns and fears. But we can also go back and let everyone know in the city that you're peaceful, you don't have ill intent, you're willing to trade. I think we could have a good partnership with you in the city.
Yeah, thank you. That would be nice. And I'll be careful. I think now I understand what my parents were telling me about, not showing off. But I'll try to go further away from the city when I want to take a swim in my natural form on the surface. So you figure he probably decided to take a swim sometime, and that's when people saw him.
Excellent. We appreciate your understanding, and we hope that you're happy here. Hope everyone can get along.
And go ahead.
Is there anything that you need right now, like any jobs or anything that we can aid you with?
I like relaxing all day. So he'll reach in and it's like, he'll point up to the boat. That's probably your best way back. And he'll reach in and pull out some like ornamental, looks like some old silver plate or something. He's like, this might help you convince them to go back to shore, but also give them the hint, if he wants to trade. I'll bring big fish. They bring nice treasures, but here's something that might help that person. Pointing to the boat you came in on, which is kind of slowly starting to turn back and head towards land.
Awesome.
Cool.
Well met.
That's very generous of you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And then he'll kind of swim back around behind his wreck. And thank you for the fish.
Oh, my pleasure. Don't be a stranger.
So with that, if you surface near the boat, they'll come pick you up. Is there anything you want to do once you get to the boat?
No, I think get on the boat, go back to town, probably go back to Blackstaff and report what we learned. I don't know who else we need to inform about this.
Probably the captain of the boat. Let him know that he's willing to catch fish for you for some cash.
Yeah, he's
Or at least something
very
shiny.
grateful. Especially he sees the plate you brought on board. He's like, what's that for? Platter.
This is a gift from the dragon for bringing us out here that we'd like you to have.
Oh, great.
And the dragon is peaceful. He's interested in trading. And so if you can spread the word with your other captains and dock workers, he's not going to attack. He will actually help defend the city if needed, but he is interested in trading. So you don't need to be alarmed when you see the dragon.
Okay, great.
And he also said that he'll try to do his fishing outside the borders. So hopefully the fish will come back in the area. But again, he'll pay for fish too, because he prefers to just sit and do nothing.
Sounds like a dragon to me. Thank you very much. He'll bring you to the pier, and he'll kind of run off like he's going to go tell his family that he's got great news or something, with the plate under his arm, with the platter under his arm. But now you're back. Is there anything else you want to do? So I assume you're going to the Blackstaff right away, right?
Yep.
She'll thank you for the news and say, yeah, that's good to know. And at that, what do you want to do after going to the Black Tower?
Can we ask them at the Black Tower if they've gotten any more information about the Nimblewright and the stone that disappeared?
I have not heard anything, but you might want to look. We'll listen for that. It probably didn't go too far from where it started. At least not in one night. In a week, it could be anywhere in the city, but it would probably be somewhere not far from the ward you were in. So if I go back to the map, you guys are somewhere here in the North Ward. So if you search this area first, you might be able to find him. But if you wait too long, he could be anywhere in the city or even outside the city.
Yeah, I think that's our other mission today is try to find that guy.
Do we still have the
locator?
Yeah.
So you'll have the Nimblewright
That.
detector. So if you're using it, and looking around. It'll start spinning almost right away. Then it'll slow down. And if you go change directions, it'll spin a little bit and then it'll slow down. But you do think that it's somewhere in your neighborhood.
Let's go get him.
Okay. So with that, with about an hour of searching, and you've got folks like the ranger and the rogue who are used to looking for things, and they kind of know how to set up a pattern, and you kind of narrow it down to the point where you're coming close to some alley in a far off, isolated area, and it's a very strong signal coming down from the alley, and the alley is closed off at the other end. There's no way out of the alley.
Oh, we're getting close. Maybe we'll have him. So I think we proceed down the alley.
Okay. And how are you going to proceed? Are you doing it cautiously or?
Can I try to sneak?
Yes, definitely.
I'll sneak ahead and see if or stealth ahead and
Don't
see
you
if
have a bird?
oh, I do have a bird.
Bobo.
Good job. Thank you for telling me. I forgot what my bird's name is too. But I'm gonna have my bird fly over and see if he sees anything.
Okay. There's a lot of rubbish in the alley, different piles of rubbish. And you're familiar, so you can actually see through its eyes. And you don't see anything that looks like a nimblewright, but there are piles of refuse that might be able to hide it.
But nothing dangerous or no enemies or anything like that.
Yeah, nothing that you could tell.
Well, I'll try to be stealthy before the whole crew storms in.
Good idea. Nice.
So you're able to start looking around. Let me switch the map in a sec. I think everybody's on the map.
Where is everyone?
Oh, I'm going to switch maps. So, and what I normally do is I'll set up the map ahead of time.
There it goes.
Yeah, and then you're up at the very top. So basically, the black lines represent the walls of the alley.
Okay.
But I still can't move.
So this is your character. Are you can't click it?
I mean, I can put the cursor on it and click, but nothing happens.
Okay. So clicking and dragging doesn't do anything?
No, and I did switch to select move as well for my cursor, and it doesn't change.
Ah, I see what's going on.
My bird's name is Boba.
Boba.
I'm happy I remembered my bird's name. It's just been following me around hungry all this time.
Do familiars eat? Are they like actual birds and things, or are they just made up?
I would think it could eat.
There we go.
All right, cool.
Woohoo.
No, I don't want to. Let me go back here.
Okay, so probably
I
about
don't know
every.
how far you want me to sneak.
So if you go to the point, you'll find the first pile. And I
Somebody
would
has an
say
awesome
if the two dwarves wearing plate armor or anyone wearing heavy armor decides to go down there, they'll also need to roll a stealth check with disadvantage.
Yeah.
What are these buttons?
I'm gonna sneak down this one side, so maybe I can flush it out down the other direction.
Excellent.
And so when you get to that point, there's a pile, and it looks like a boot sticking out.
Hmm,
A boot?
a boot.
A
Yeah.
boot?
You know, like the sole of the boot, like if the boot's sticking in there.
Can we
Okay.
ready an action before he
Yes.
touches anything? So I'm gonna go ahead and get my bow and knock an arrow just to get ready.
I'm going to sneak up on the boot and try to apply my handcuffs to it, or my shackles.
Oh, smart.
And so as you do that, you realize there's nothing in the boot. It's just a boot.
Oh,
Wah, wah.
okay. Well, do you want me to stealth again, or just keep going?
You
Should
can keep
we
going.
move up to where you are, or do we stay back?
You can do whatever you like. It's just if anyone wearing heavy armor will need to roll a stealth check.
How do I
That's
do that?
heavy armor, so I'm gonna stay back at least 30 feet.
So you see another pile of garbage and rubbish, a pile. This one's a glove, kind of sticking out like a hand.
Okay. I am going to attempt to cuff the hand.
And the glove falls to the ground. It's just a glove. If you go another 10 feet, there's another pile, and you see the kind of like the edge of an old ratty cloak.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna do this, and I don't know if I should just jump on this thing or what I should do. I'm going to try to pick it up with my fingers.
Okay, so you start picking it up, and when you get to the edge that's kind of in the garbage, this creature pops its head out. It's definitely humanoid looking, but not. It looks like what you're looking for. So.
Oh.
And at that,
Hello there.
he definitely looks panicked and starts reaching for something inside its cloak very quickly. And you would think it's a threatening move. So everyone can roll initiative. So for this one, Scotty, what you need to do is select your token so it's highlighted for you, or at least you see the stat scores. And then either in D&D Beyond or in your Roll20 sheet, there's a section that says either initiative or INIT up near the top.
Hold on, let me. All right, so I selected myself, and what's the next one?
So it says initiative. If you hover on your D&D Beyond character sheet, if you hover near the initiative number, you'll see a little picture of a die shows up. Just click that, and it'll roll the die.
Oh, there's initiative. I got it.
Heck of a roll.
Yeah,
Oh, there it is. See
hopefully
it?
I didn't use it on initiative and now won't be able to hit anything.
And if you were holding an action, did you want to do anything when the nimble right pops up? You can take a shot if you want.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take a shot because this is what we're.
And what kind of creature is this again?
So it looks like a kind of like a steampunk style robot, I would say. You know, kind of metallic and maybe some leather bits and pieces, but it looks kind of like an animated mannequin of some sort, but a little more jointed. Let's see if I got a picture.
Did I do that too early?
What's that?
Yeah,
Oops.
it's okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
At least you know how, though. That's good.
Well, I just learned.
Okay. So, did you roll to attack yet?
Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't.
It's okay. And that will miss. It will glide right past it.
All right.
I do notice I forgot to roll initiative on Shara. Let me do that.
So, as the arrow whizzes by him, I'm going to be like, "That was a warning shot. Get your hands where I can see them."
Awesome.
Oh, let me keep that. For some reason, I keep rolling with.
Did it just attack?
No, that was so Lady R's character. I was just making sure it's an initiative. Shannara is the name of her character. So we'll be at the top of the order. The Nimblewright actually gets to go first. Was surprised by Nico. And this is not the time to upgrade my computer. No. So against Nico, make a rapier attack. Does that hit?
I have a armor class. Let's see. My armor class is 14, so that's a hit, I believe.
Yep, that's a hit. And it's going to do this. Okay. I've got two different styles for doing attacks. So that's so 6 damage.
Okay.
And then it'll strike again with the rapier. And that would hit as well.
Ooh, how much is that damage?
That one's for 11.
Wow.
Ouch.
And that
Boy, so much for being nice to this thing.
that is its turn. So Sparrow gets to go.
Okay. So I'm see here. Are these 5-foot squares?
Yes, they're 5-foot squares, and also you get the sense that it's a very metallic. That there's metal on the surface of the Nimblewright. It is wearing kind of ratty clothes and a ratty looking cloak, like it's been hiding, trying to hide from people and make itself look like a person.
Okay. So I'm gonna go here, and I'm going to see here. I'm gonna do Hunter's Mark
Okay.
as a bonus action.
Yep.
I don't know if I was supposed to roll that first or not, and then attack with my rapier.
Okay. And that
13.
unfortunately will miss.
And since I did Hunter's Mark, I can't do the dagger too, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
So
that will be the end of my turn.
So Lady R, her character is making And we'll cast Bless. So she is going to move up and cast Bless on so three creatures. So Sparrow, Nico, and Freak,
Uh-oh.
who are closest, will have Bless. So what this means is that when you roll your attacks, you can add a 1d4 to your attack roll.
What's a 1d4?
So it's a 4-sided die.
Oh, okay, cool.
And we can, I'll describe that when you get to it. And I think that will be her turn. And Vert.
Being extremely knowledgeable about clockwork creatures, would I know if this thing can be reasoned with, or is it just a mindless automaton?
It's more of a mindless automaton. So they're not sentient when they're created, but this one was created by another automaton, so it's even more degraded in its ability to reason and think and perform polite actions, etiquette. It knows none of that. So it's definitely in self-preservation mode.
Okay. I will then slowly trudge forward my 20 feet of movement and just hit it with the firebolt if I can. Dirty 20 to hit for 3 fire damage.
Took the damage.
And that's it for me.
Malice.
Okay. I was back further, so I moved up by 30 feet. That's about all I can do, because I'd have to throw, Yeah, so I'll move up right next to Freak. We'll stand together, brother, and block the alley as he comes up.
We got this, little buddy.
And that's really all I have.
Okay.
So I can't get to him. And I'm not going to throw a javelin downfield right now.
Okay. Nico.
Okay, I guess I'll go here. And oops, I was trying to get at an angle. There we go. And then attack. And action. I guess I rolled a 13 to hit.
Yeah, and it's very heavily armored, so even with a 1d4, you would never be able to hit it. So that would
Okay,
be
then I'll do my dagger.
Does he get advantage on a roll where we're adjacent to the creature?
He has to be directly opposite you, an ally, to get the flanking bonus.
Gotcha.
And you can roll a 1d4, you might be able to hit it.
Okay.
Oh, just barely missed. Okay.
That's all I got.
All right. So the next is Freak.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, a hand axe would not be good because it's light and he's heavily armored. A long sword could work because it's versatile, but would an unarmed strike bludgeoning be effective against this type of creature?
So the longsword would have the most damage. You'll all that's probably what you want to focus on at this point. The unarmed strike generally does not do as much damage. Usually it might be 1 point of damage, and some creatures, because they're used to it, might have like a 1d4 or some other amount of damage. But I think it's a 1d8 if you're using one-handed. And have
I
your
have
shield.
a 1d8 plus 3.
Ah, cool. So yeah, you would probably want to use your longsword,
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
and you'd want to move on either side of Sparrow.
I got to be within 5 feet.
Right. So you want to be in an adjacent square to
All
the
right.
creature you're attacking.
Select. And I'll go right here.
Okay.
And then I think I'll go here. And let's try.
So if you click on, there's a hit column on D&D Beyond. If you click that die right where the longsword is, it'll actually roll it.
Get him, buddy.
Try that.
So if you hover over it, it'll be right next to it to the left. There'll be a picture of what looks like a 20-sided die, and then click on that. Oh, there you go.
Huzzah!
For some reason it's showing, oh, you click the damage, do the one next to it. And if you hit, I'll let you use that damage. So it's the box to the left of the one you clicked.
Scotty, it's the one that says +5.
So you should see a picture of a die next to it.
I don't see him on here anymore.
Oh yeah, let me add him back. Oh, you're
There
back.
he is.
I broke it.
Okay. So right next to the one you clicked, to the left, you want to click that one where it says +5. So if your mouse is over it, you'll see a little image of a 20-sided die show up. That's what you're going to click on. There you go. And then roll 1d4. So if you type, actually I can put it in the private chat. You want to type that in the /r space 1d4. It'll roll it. Ah, that hits.
Nice.
Woohoo!
But you do feel like it didn't do as much damage as you thought it should do. So that was the thing. So, oops. I got too many keyboards, too many mice.
Yeah, no kidding.
So other keyboard. Okay. So, but he did take some damage. Is there anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna back away
Mhm.
and. Wait,
Oh,
where
you don't
is-
want to. Actually, one is you move 25 feet, so you're out of movement. But if you move away and you're in combat, as soon as you leave his reach of his weapon, he can make what's called a reaction. They get one
Oh.
reaction per turn, and he can use that to attack you as you move away. So once you're engaged, it's better not to move, but sometimes you could do that to draw him
I'll
out.
stay right here.
Okay.
Mhm.
So something happened on my turn order here. Is everyone gone? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're back to the baddie.
Yeah, I had a resort. So okay, so he will attack Freak. Oh, the second one hits.
Oh no.
Who is he hitting?
Me.
Oh, good.
For 13 points of damage. So what he got, Scotty, was a critical hit, so it doubles the dice on the attack.
Oh, lucky him.
Yeah.
I'm really glad he hit you.
But that was his turn, and it's Sparrow's turn.
Okay. So, just for clarification, if I had a cantrip, but it's a range attack, can I do it close up, or is it doesn't work at all if you're...
It's disadvantaged. Anything ranged and you're in melee is disadvantaged because you're too close
Gotcha.
in a threatening area.
Gotcha. Okay.
That said, I can remove the disadvantage.
Oh,
Does that cost you a spell slot, or...
Nope, that is a class feature.
Nice. Okay, so
if you want to cast it, you can.
yeah, I'm gonna cast Frostbite.
All right. The air around you gets very structured for a moment as you cast it.
Oh, I rolled the wrong thing. Did I roll the wrong thing?
No,
Oh, it's a con save. That's right. I'm sorry.
I
I'm new
re-
to spells.
I take back my my action.
I know, right?
And he saves.
Gosh.
Does it take half on a fail?
On a fail save, target takes 1d6. I don't think anything happens to you if you succeed.
Let me check real quick. So that's frostbite.
Yeah, I don't think anything happens to you.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Okay, yep, that's all I got.
Okay. Well, let's see. That was an action. So you
Yeah.
do have a bonus.
Oh, so I could do a dagger?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do a dagger then.
And you can actually that would you wouldn't be able to hit, so it misses.
Okay.
does she have less though?
Yes, but it would only add up to 4.
That's
So the
fine.
armor class is too high.
Okay. Gotcha.
But so Shannara's in the back, and she decides to try something new.
Yeah.
It's not there. Actually, she'll do it anyway. So a magic weapon appears. Just kind of draw it. So right here, this big old sword just materializes out of nowhere and takes a swing at the creature. And it hits
Nice.
Yay.
and it was a crit. So it appears to do full damage.
So does all force damage push or knock a enemy prone or no?
Some spells or attacks will do that, but it'll explicitly say that in the description. This creature you suspect has some resistance to any non-magical attacks or certain types of non-magical attacks.
Yeah.
And so that was her action. And that will be all she does. And Vert, it's your turn.
All right. Vert again slowly clomps forward, is 20 feet of movement. And then I'll reach out towards the 3 players that are near the creature, and I'm going to cast Aid. So each of you gets 5 increased maximum hit points, and you also heal for those 5 to get you up to your new maximum hit points. And that lasts for 8 hours.
Sweet.
And then through the Voice of Authority ability, I will command Sparrow to attack again.
Oh, I get another chance.
Nice.
I've been rolling pretty trashy though. So let's try Frostbite again. I feel like if I could land this spell, it'd be great.
Mhm.
So,
It has to be a weapon attack.
oh, it has to be weapon. That works too. We'll
Yep.
do Rapier.
Plus, you also get the suspicion this is a very healthy, vigorous creature. So any type of constitution save, it's probably going to do well on.
Gotcha. All right, so let's roll this one.
And you can add 1d4.
All right.
And just barely misses.
Jeez.
Wow, 17 misses.
Yeah, he's got some armor on him.
Gosh. Sorry, Bert.
Hey, at least you got some extra health now.
Yeah, thank you.
Melis.
Okay, I'm going to move up and flank him on this side.
Okay.
As I get there, as a bonus action.
Hey, you're sharing the space with the spiritual weapon.
Oh,
But you'll be flanking if you move next to Sparrow as well.
okay.
And,
Spiritual weapons in the air, though.
yeah, but it's kind of,
Still taking up space.
body's height,
I got you.
So as a bonus action, what the heck, where'd it go? Hang on. I am going to use. Sorry, trying to find it. I'm not seeing it. Hang on just a second. Sorry, guys.
Take it down.
As a bonus action, I'm going to use my Channel Divinity feature to do Vow of Enmity.
Mhm.
And this gives me advantage on attack rolls against one creature for up to a minute.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hit him with my battle axe. For a 22 to hit.
Nice. It hits.
Good hit.
9 points of damage, and I'm also going to use Divine Smite.
Okay.
When I hit with a melee weapon attack, I can expend 1 spell slot to do 2d8 additional damage.
Okay.
And a second, get that set up. For an additional 10 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
It does appear to have taken all that smite damage.
Yeah, probably not.
But he's still not looking too bad.
Yep.
Okay. And
Great
then
job, Melis.
I do what I can, baby. I do what I can.
Nico's turn.
Okay, I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade on my blade.
Okay.
Excellent.
And I
Well,
don't know, is that my action or is that my attack?
Is that the one that bounces to the next character over?
Yeah, but I was reading it does do 1d8 to your target also,
Okay.
of fire damage.
Okay, so that was the action.
So, but would I be also able to attack during that round if I did that?
Not if it's an action, no.
Okay. Then can I still use my
Dagger?
dagger?
Yep, you can use the dagger.
Okay, I will go with the dagger, which doesn't have my green blade, but hey, you might as well do something. And totally miss.
Go.
Good try. Now it's Freak's turn.
Go freak.
I'm gonna go with the longsword again because I don't have much else I can do, I don't think. So I think I hit this.
Roll 1d4.
And then I gotta do a 1d4. I put that right there. And I hit 7.
Oh, that misses.
That's great. And I guess that's it, right?
Yeah. So who's next?
The nimble right.
For some reason, on my D&D screen, I've got the last combat and the current combat all merged together. I don't know why it's not doing that on the other screen, but it's weird. Okay, so the nimble right, he's got 4 targets. He's gonna pick one at random. And Sparrow, he makes attacks on you. 10, 24. Let's see. For 10 points.
Okay.
But now you get to go.
All right. And damage there. Okay. All right. Let's try the rapier one more time here. Okay. Oh, that rolled weird. Okay, it's
That was the
still
dagger.
yeah, it did the
Oh, it did the rapier. Oh no,
yeah. I meant to do the rapier. Sorry.
that's okay.
There we go.
Yep, that hits.
Yay! I
Okay.
hit
Hunter Park.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Finally.
I know, right? Then damage, and then where I have Hunter's Mark, I deal an additional 1d6.
Nice.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So that's my extra 1d6.
Okay. He's looking really rough now.
Nice.
I'll say the dagger didn't hit.
Yeah, the dagger didn't hit. And that's it. That ends my turn.
Okay. Shannara's in the back. Still has the spiritual weapon up. And it misses. And so from there, it will go to Vert.
All right, I will trudge up the last 20 feet to get up next to this thing, gasping for air at this point.
No.
And, I lean on it, put my hand on it, and I cast Inflict Wounds.
Ooh, good one.
Nice.
21 to hit,
Ah, that hits.
and 16 necrotic damage.
And it goes down. That was
And I fall over on it.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, you got him.
I just see everybody freaking out, like, oh my god, it killed Vert somehow. I was trying to pick him back up.
All right. I'd kind of like to poke through this thing to see what makes it tick, try to figure out what's going on here.
Okay.
Can I check the machine to make sure there's not another one?
Sure.
Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, it spins for like a half a turn and stops. So it's like, just as the life is leaving it.
Cool.
And so while you're trying to figure out what makes it tick, there are kind of areas where you see taut cord and others where you find, very thin but strong rods, and they're all these kind of interesting wheels in different places that make its joints kind of move in almost human fashion. But you can't quite see what would have made it move.
Can we take the shiny pieces that it's made up of and take it to the dragon?
Well, one of the things is you've got a 500 gold piece reward from the Temple of Galore, so you can definitely collect on that.
Yep.
And as you're searching, you do find a folded up piece of like thick parchment paper, or not parchment paper, something that looks like cloth almost, like a cloth-like paper. But it is, if you open it up, it is a map.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
that's the dragons.
Is it a map of Waterdeep or?
Hopefully it's a... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, isn't this guy supposed to have that stone? And isn't that where there's... is this a map to the $500,000 in treasure?
Yeah.
You don't find the stone on it or anything that looks like a stone, but the map does look like that area you went to the first night, the dock ward. And along the shoreline, there's an X.
Mm.
And if you look, it's in a neighborhood in the dock ward called Mist Shore. And there's a name written on it. So I will put the name up here in chat, but it is Brenda Barlaw. So there's an X and a name on this map.
Wonder if this thing was going to go do harm to this individual, or already did.
Or if that's where the stone is.
That's what I was thinking.
Brenda.
Well, I say we get our 500 gold for him and then head over to Brenda's house.
So how do you want to track the gold? Do you want to split it or keep it in like a community pool?
So I've just been keeping up with what I have. I don't know. I mean, as far as like, because I got one of the gems from Nico, and I spent some of them for something. So I've just have that logged in mine. I've not been keeping up with party loot.
Okay.
Yeah, I think splitting it makes sense.
Sure.
I can't do math. Not in my head. I used to, but I took accounting class. So let's say you each have an even, they'll round up 84 gold pieces each
From this job?
from this, from bringing back the defeating the Nimblewright.
Okay.
And what I'll do is I'll also add that to Shannara's for her, so she has that.
That's awesome.
Okay, so she's got that loot. So what would you like to do after you get your reward? I figure it's probably early afternoon.
Yeah, I definitely think we go check out the X marks the spot on the map.
Yeah, the Brenda, whatever.
Who? Sparrow, I know you took a couple of hits. I will, as we're kind of moving out of the after effects of the battle, I will do lay on hands.
Oh, Shannara is going to stop you before you do anything and say, I'll take care of this. And she kind of starts, like she's meditating or praying, and she casts, let me see if I can find it. No, I added it on one of the character sheets. And when she comes back, we can adjust her character sheet. Prayer of Healing. Up to 6 creatures regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And so that's 11.
For each of us?
Anyone who is wounded gets at least 11, and so 2d6 plus 3. Yep.
Puts me back to full.
Sweet.
And if any,
I'm almost to full.
she's like, okay, if anyone else needs more healing, I'd like to preserve what I have left before we go here. But
Sure.
I think that did the
Who else still needs healing?
I only need 1 hit point. I'm fine.
I'll give you 1 hit point
Well, yeah, you can save it.
with lay on hands. No, it's fine.
Does lay on hands expend a spell slot or?
Nope.
Oh, good. That's awesome.
Hit points you can use, each one's worth 1 hit point, so it's actually a really good use of it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's essentially just a pool of healing power based on my paladin level. And at level 4, I have 20 points that I can give out as needed. So, yeah, I got healing the spell. Or
Wow, that's
spell.
awesome.
And I'm fully full of health, right?
Yes,
Yeah, I don't think you were attacked, was
It
it?
says 36 out of 36.
Were you one of the 3 that I gave aid to? So you should have an extra 5 maximum and 5 hit points.
Where Where would it say
Oh,
that?
I was one that got aid. I think he was.
Yeah.
He was. He got
Yeah.
aid, and Sparrow got aid.
Hmm.
So he might be 5 over.
Where would it say that, or what would?
So you'll just have to adjust it on your character sheet. It's not going to automatically show up.
And
Yeah,
add
if you
When we're
5.
walking to the dock, Sparrow, do you want to tell Vert what you did for him with the coin or the things that
Yeah.
we
So
got?
I'll reach into my bag and pull out a framed piece of paper, and it is the deed to Troll Skull Manor, signed in Vert's name, because he's the responsible one in this party.
It's a good way to put it.
Bert takes it, looks it over, making sure that all details are correct.
It's very meticulous paperwork we put into this.
And again, that was such a kind, sweet thing.
Chris, I don't know if I did that right or not, but
Which one?
the health, the extra 5.
Oh, let me take a look. You're using your D&D Beyond? Actually,
Yes. Yes.
So if you click on your hit points, it should pop open the screen, and there's a max HP modifier. Just put 5 into that, and it'll do all the work for you.
because I'm
And it'll go away when you take a long rest.
Okay.
and in your roll 20, I'm going to add it there too because
Oh.
that's how we're tracking the combat. But just so it's in both places. Okay.
Cool.
And so what I did is I put up the map where you are now. In the map, there is an image, and I'm gonna see if I can scroll down and show you. But somewhere down here, over in the distance, is a kind of a beach pirate ship. And you can see it from where you are, so you figure you probably have to come down to this point here, and then take a left turn and go straight to the water line. And that's where the X is.
Okay.
Should we
let's
all
go
just
there.
jog over there?
Yeah, Vert, go ahead and jog over there.
So what I'll do is I'm going to take camera. So anyone who's just joining for the first time, I have a little pixie-looking non-player character called Camera, and everywhere I move it, that's what's going to show up on the map for everyone. So I'll just move Camera down to the intersection, so everyone can move down there.
So you want us to run down there?
You can move at whatever pace you feel like. It is
Okay.
still daylight. There aren't too many people on the streets.
Oh, I got it.
So is the X down this alleyway or down here?
So the X. Actually, maybe I've got that wrong. Let me double check my map. Oh no, that's the map. So, and I'll move Shannara a little later. But is anybody having trouble? So Freak is up at the top. Actually, I'll move. So, Scotty, do you see where this other token is with the? Yep,
Oh, there we go. Everyone's down here.
everyone's down here.
Yeah, you won't be able to see it until you move.
Yeah.
I just forget that.
So it's kind of like that fog of war effect, which is why I've got the little camera character. And then camera's going to kind of jog this way. So on the map, you can see you've kind of got to go around the corner of this building here.
Okay.
And over on your right, on the deck of the pirate ship, you see a bunch of thugs all kind of looking out over you, seeing what you're doing. Basically, this shipwreck has this reputation for these people who are just squatting there. you need to hire some muscle, that's where you might want to go and hire a few people to do whatever you want them to do. But there's just a bunch of thugs that hang out waiting for opportunities. And so there's a little narrow alleyway, and that's the next place you've got to kind of walk to.
Okay.
So Nico, as you come around the corner, you see right where the X should be in front of this house, a group of thugs are waiting outside a set of double doors.
I'm gonna motion to the guy, to everybody. There's 5 thugs.
Bert just clomps forward, gasping. He couldn't hear anything.
And so let's see. For where we are.
Do the thugs notice us?
Roll a stealth check. Anyone who's decided to move out of the alleyway?
Oh crap! How do I do that?
So there is on your character sheet, kind of in the middle, a list of different characteristics. At the top is acrobatics, and down near the bottom you'll see stealth and survival. Click on the number in the box, and it'll roll your stealth. And you'll do it with, for you, Scotty, disadvantage. For Melis, it's disadvantage. Anyone in heavy armor would be at disadvantage.
It's not showing up. I rolled a 4.
Okay.
Yeah,
I rolled a natural 1.
they hear us.
But this guy over here turns around. He's like, kind of looking at you. He's like, "Hey, we're working here. Move on. Go away."
Excuse me, we're looking for Grinda Garloff.
Had to make it more difficult.
Bert just continues trudging forward, head down.
Not even looking where you're going.
No clue what's going on around me.
And
We have an invitation to see her.
And let's see. I think if everyone can roll a perception check.
Yep.
Bert won't notice until he's right on top of him,
Sheesh.
if he notices.
Natural 1.
So Sparrow's the only one who sees this, but it looks like they've been trying to break down the door. You can see where the edge marks where axes have hit it and blades have hit the door. But they've been trying to break this door down. They just kind of stopped to talk to them while you were approaching. But they're definitely trying to break in.
So maybe they know what's in there, and if we kill all them and get in there, it's the prize.
That's my idea, yeah.
So
yeah, I'll let everyone know they're trying to break in. They're not trying to guard it.
So they are thugs, and I'm a short, powerful little thing. Can I headbutt him in the kneecaps?
So if you're going to do any action, then we're going to go into initiative.
Come on! Terrible.
So Scotty, remember you've got to highlight or click on your token first, so it's selected, and before you roll initiative. Otherwise, it doesn't show up.
So I click myself, and then I go to D&D Beyond, and
it's initiative.
Kind of upper right. Well,
There
middle.
it is.
It's right next to the shield image, which is your armor
There you
class.
go. There you go.
Oh, you got it. Yeah.
Well, at least I'm not last this time.
Yeah, that would be my roll.
I can roll great on initiative, but we'll see if I can hit anybody. Jeez.
Mm.
There's need to highlight. Wow. Where's this guy?
Why that's not.
And as everyone's preparing for initiative, this guy up here, it's the leader and says, Nazca, I think they're going to stop us. So the leader's name you hear is Nazca. And at that, a creature pops up
Whoa.
out from under the dock.
What the heck? Can you tell us what do we see with this creature? Like, is it one of them heavily armored ones like the last one?
It's very fleshy looking, but it's big. It's
Okay.
called a marrow. It is some sort of monstrosity that lives in the water. And I don't think I did Shannara's. Let me get her.
What's the difference between a 1d8 plus 3 and a 1d10 plus 3?
It's the type of dice roll. So,
Oh,
so you can have up to 10 plus 3 on the 1d10 and 8 plus
Okay.
3 on the other one. And let me see if I've got it here. So let me switch over real quick. All right, so you can see my screen. For anyone else who hasn't seen, I've got metal dice. Where is it? Right here. So that's like a 20-sided die.
Yeah.
And then where is it? Then there's an 8-sided die. Kind of looks like a diamond.
Yeah.
And the 4-sided is the weird one because you got to read it a little funny.
Yeah.
There. But yeah, it's just
Little pyramid.
a little pyramid. And then you have other ones like percentile, but these are like metal edged dice that I got, just to kind of have something fancier to roll when I'm at the game shop. I haven't been to the game shop in over 2 years. But next time I go, that's what I'm going to be rolling.
Just scared to get metal dice in case I drop one in the floor and step on it or something. Just
Oh,
like
yeah. Kind of like
I thought
Matchbox
of it.
cars and Legos.
My cousin crocheted me a dice bag
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
because I have like 5 sets of dice. I'm a dice goblin. I love them.
And then they've got these things called dice towers. Have you seen those?
Yes. I would love to have a dice
Oh,
tower.
nice.
Ooh, that's pretty, Ed.
Mine's a transformer.
I got ones with little mushrooms in them. That's probably my favorite.
All right. So I think if everyone's ready,
Let's do this.
I think Sparrow is number 1.
Okay, let's try something new.
Uh-oh.
I know, right? So this guy here in the middle, I'm
Wait,
gonna
aren't you
attempt
attacking the big thing?
The leader?
this one right here.
The one,
Back.
that one, or the one by the door?
Yeah, that second one by the door.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Infestation
Mm.
and
So we're not attacking the creature up above?
here. I was just gonna try Infestation, although it doesn't look like it's going well. Just because it moves, so I roll depending which direction it moves. If it hits, if they don't save,
Yeah,
it's a con save DC 12.
yeah. So he saved.
He saved, so yeah. Never mind then. And I will move up. Ugh. Let's see. Can I make it all the way over here?
Yes.
Okay, and then I'll use a dagger on the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Okay.
And that misses.
Yep. One day, guys, I'm gonna roll good in a fight. And I'm done. Next.
Yeah. So they're all wearing leather armor. However, these guys look a lot tougher than their leader, who's right here. Let's see what's next. So
we don't need to attack the big thing up top?
you can attack whoever you like, but it is very threatening. Whatever that creature is.
Yeah, that thing scares me.
Yeah, let me see. What is it going to do?
I don't feel like I'm threatening to it at this point.
Famous last words.
I know, right?
I'll just hide over here and no one's going to do anything. So he sees Melis is closest. So he's going to stomp over here. And he's going to swing with one of its claws. 24
24 will hit me.
for 10.
Okay.
And the next one is the one next to you, Sparrow. Doesn't like how close you are. And will attack with a scimitar. Misses. Vert.
All right, I am going to just scoot up a couple of feet here. I will bonus action cast Shield of Faith on myself. And then I will point at the big guy and cast Firebolt on him.
On the leader? Okay.
And I'm certain that misses.
By big guy, you mean the creature or
Yep.
the leader? Okay.
The creature.
Yeah, that misses.
Okay, and that's my turn. Just trying to get his attention a bit.
The leader looks at you and will make an attack. Hits with a mace. Doesn't hit with the mace. Probably doesn't hit with the mace again.
Nope, not even close.
But he's tried. And now it's Scotty, your turn.
All right. So if the big creature doesn't have like a lot of armor, I'm gonna move up.
Okay.
And use this.
Oh, that's the damage. You needed to go one over.
Do what?
Oh, that's the damage roll. You need to do the hit first. It's the one right over to the left.
Oh.
And unfortunately, that will miss.
Now, can't I do a bonus action?
You can, but are you using a shield or not?
So
Am I what?
You have a shield. So are you using the shield, or you have your hand free with the secondary weapon? Or
The two weapon fighting.
okay,
so
so
he attacked with a long sword, so it doesn't qualify for a bonus action attack with something else.
Then
yeah,
I'm
it's
done.
not a finesse weapon, so yeah. So it's
All
better
right.
to have your shield on than.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then I think I'm done, probably. Right?
Whoops! Jumped over Nico, but it's Nico's turn.
Okay. I would like to throw, like back here at these two guys in the back,
Mm-hmm.
one of my 5 fireball potions
Oh,
that we discovered.
the necklace.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what
Good.
I would think. What is the diameter of that? That's. So you're an arcane trickster, so you would know kind of what kind of range that would have, right?
Yeah, that's why I was going for the backside.
Yeah. So
It's kind of like, let's softball it.
right.
Underhand pitch.
So it's a 20-foot radius. You would probably want to kind of throw it out here
Okay.
so that it doesn't hit Vert or Sparrow.
Yeah. That works.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt that.
Okay.
Don't get a natural one.
Let's see. The necklace. Let me look at the necklace. I don't know if it said anything. So necklace of fireballs.
It's supposed to be a fourth level fireball is what I've got wrote down.
Oh wow.
That's pretty big.
That's great.
I don't know if I wrote that down.
So you can throw it up to 60 feet away, so you can definitely reach it. Okay.
I'm going to give it a wing and see what happens.
Okay. I do have access to the fireball spell in your sheet, or
Oh, no, I just wrote down that I have the 5 little fireballs.
yeah, I'm trying to.
Sorry.
No, I'm just trying to find a good way to roll this. So, let me go back.
So would that
If
be
it's too much of a trouble, I can do something else.
No, it's not. It's just I've got to find the damage.
would that be would the attack fall into like an improvised thrown weapon? And for fireball, fourth level fireball would be 96.
96. So it's a third level, though, right?
I thought you said it was fourth level.
4th level.
Fourth level. Okay. So yeah, 9d6.
Wow.
And the save is a DC 15. So do you want to roll it?
Okay, how do I roll it? Or
Uh,
what do I roll?
Oh, the slash. Yeah. Type it in.
You want to just roll it for me? That's fine.
Oh, you can do it.
Because I
86.
Or you can do it off your character sheet. with that little
Oh,
die.
you just want me to roll a 20-sider?
The lower left.
No.
Yeah. I can just roll a 20. Do you want? Is it a 20 that you want me to roll?
No, it's a 96.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I roll 100?
What do you mean 100?
Like a D100?
No, it's just the /R. I put it in the private chat.
Oh, okay. Let me see. I have to reduce my screen somehow. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
In D&D Beyond, down in the bottom left, there's a little dice symbol. If you click on that, you can go up to the D6 and click it 9 times and then roll it.
Oh, okay.
That's the easiest way for me, anyway.
And I'm hitting which one 9 times? 6-sided?
6-sided.
Excited, yep.
Nico, don't step on my.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Holy cow. 66.
Wow.
Oh, wait. Did I need to hit 66 10 times?
No, not 9 times. You need to do 3 more.
3 more.
Okay.
All right, so 32.
That's a good roll.
That is a save. I think it's a dex save, right?
Wow.
Sorry I made it confusing. I just thought I'd try it once.
Okay.
Hey, 44 damage. It's worth it in any case. 22 damage even if they save.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Actually, I don't even need to bother rolling. I just realized that even at half damage, those guys are gone.
Wow, that is awesome.
Wait. And then do I have a secondary action or is that it?
You got more?
No, well, I was just going to see if I could activate my green blade flame.
So that's an action that I think we've already taken the action, right? So,
Okay. Then I'll wait.
Okay. But you can do other things too. Like, I don't know if anyone's ever, like you could dodge. Oh, can you dodge? No. Well, you could disengage if you were close, but let me see. One more guy.
Wow, that was an awesome fireball.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Nicely done, Nico.
And I'll say it goes around corners. Hugs the corner and singes the door a bit. And that's it. Lady R's kind of like,
Well, I didn't do a single damage on the robot.
So with this one, she's like thinking for a second. Yeah, why not? Spiritual weapon again. So let's just draw the blade here. She'll make sure it's between Sparrow and the creature.
Nice.
Critical hit.
Sweet.
So it takes 5. Interesting how you get low dice rolls on critical hits.
Balance in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, it's surprised. What in the world just happened? But Melis.
Okay. I am going to, as a bonus action, cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
On the big bad guy, and then I'm going to hit him with my battle axe.
That hits.
Oh, it does. Sweet.
Wow.
And then I'm also going to do another Divine Smite. for another 2d8.
Are you using the battle axe one-handed or two-handed?
One-handed.
You actually got more damage with the one-handed roll. That's funny.
It is. I see that a lot, actually. But yeah, I have a shield, so it's one-handed.
Okay. So yeah, it's taking a lot of hits. It's still standing.
I think that's all I've got.
Okay. And we're back. We're back to Sparrow.
Okay, I am going to take my longbow and shoot at it.
Okay. That's a hit.
Oh, yay. And
It's a good one too.
damage? Nope.
Oh yeah, it's got the damage in there already.
Oh, does it already have the damage? Oh, okay. Oh, the 10. I see it now. Sorry. Sweet. And I will move within 10 feet of it, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. It is going to attack Melis again.
Good. Bring it on.
This time with a bite. 22 for 9. And then it is going to try with a claw as well for 11. If 22 hits.
Yes, 22 does hit.
So 20 damage?
20?
20 total.
Holy crap.
Yeah, he's angry.
That hurt. Now I'm angry too.
Yeah, it's Bert's turn.
All right. I'm going to move up to as far as I can go, so I can give him some flanking bonuses when he melee attacks.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast Inflict Wounds on this guy at level 2.
Okay.
12, does that hit?
Just barely misses.
All right. Well, apparently I can't touch him, so slippery. That's my turn.
Damn it.
Next on the list, because there are dead people, is Scotty.
I want to try the 2-weapon fighting.
So you would need a rapier or another type of finesse weapon to do that.
Oh, so I can't even do it. Darn it.
Yeah.
All right.
But with your style of fighting, you can go to the big old battle axe and get extra damage at some point.
Where's
Did
that at?
you pick a feat yet at level 4? Because the dual wielder feat would let you do that with your long swords.
Yeah, I think he did strength and dex, but he's got great weapon fighting.
Okay.
Good choice.
So with like a two-handed, like if you rolled a 1 or 2 on damage, you re-roll it. So you would take higher, do higher damage.
All right. So you say the hand axe is good?
No, you want to use the bigger weapon, the
Longsword.
the longsword. Yeah. But in 2 more levels, you can pick a feat. So if you want to really do the two-handed, with anything, you can do it at that point. That barely misses.
Okay.
Dang it.
Nico.
Okay, well, now, can I reach him from the dock if I attack melee?
So if you're going to do melee, you can get to here
Okay.
and attack him right in between.
Okay, I wasn't for sure if I was in the water or not. Well, I guess I'll just attack.
And basically, you're probably in like shin deep water at that point. It's just a little bit of surf. Not surf, but the sand around.
Oh my gosh, I rolled a natural 20. This is my fight.
Yeah. It's definitely not his because he goes down.
Nice.
Holy.
Nice.
Well, the robot really had me feeling not manly, so I showed up for this fight.
So, right before the fireball goes out, you hear hooting and hollering from up on this deck of this ship up here. And after the fireball goes off, you kind of hear a muttering sound and like people slowly wandering away. But yeah, they were kind of entertained for a while, and they're like, "Yeah, okay, that's it."
Don't want to get caught in the crossfire.
So can we go to that door now?
Yes.
Do we want to? I'm imagining there's no treasure on this monster, but we want to check the bodies. Is there anything left salvageable-wise on the 5 thugs?
Yep, you can search them, and I think each of you will basically get about 2 gold out of it. So if y'all want to add 2.
No, we gotta do it. Right. Was I supposed to do that before?
What? Oh no, you guys are looting bodies.
You have to add your gold. I do it on my character sheet and roll 20. I don't know how everybody else does it.
Yeah.
But you can just type in under gold pieces.
I didn't know there was a gold counter on here.
It's above your items list and below your attacks.
But you have to be in the inventory tab.
Yeah, your character sheet.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, weight carried and then no gold.
Where's that in D&D Beyond?
Probably inventory. Yeah, it's an inventory.
Oh, there's.
Wow, that's super cool. Coin manager.
Yeah, manage
So
points.
how much gold am I supposed to have?
So far today it's 86.
I did it. All right.
But are you what are you doing now that the fighting is over?
I want to go to the door.
Okay.
Yep.
So the door is right here. No, it's showing up. It's not showing up.
Oh.
So right here. So right behind the bodies. Okay. So what do you want to do at the door?
Send
Yeah.
edit.
Should we
Well,
not?
let's knock.
Yeah.
Okay. Go away. I told you go away.
Wait, we just took care of them. We have something we'd like to talk about that's not with all these guys we just killed.
Why did you kill him?
Because they were bad.
They were thugs.
So let's see. Do you want to, I guess, make a persuasion check, whoever's talking?
Okay. Persuasion.
You got this, Nico.
Come on, nat 20, Nico.
Hmm.
Oh, that's close. That's
So
good.
you hear
Yeah,
some
not bad.
shuffling from behind the door,
Well
and then
done.
some grinding, like someone's moving a big heavy chest or other piece of furniture out of the way. And let's see, can I get that out? I think that's it. Nope. There. So, Brenda. comes up to the door
Oh,
and says, "What can I do? What can I do?"
Okay. Well, would you like a piece of candy?
Kind of looks at you funny. He's like, sure.
You're delicious. And then I'll take one too, and then I'll let somebody else do the talking. I've done enough talking today.
What are you here for?
so were these people that were out here? Do you know who they were? Why were they blocking your door?
They were from Xanathar. They're looking for something. They think I have it, but I don't.
Can we see if she's telling the truth?
Insight check.
Yep, insight check.
You get to do this one.
That's
Come on,
what's what's it called? Insight. I found it.
Insight. Yes.
She's telling the truth.
Yeah. So,
Do you know where it is? Have it.
So I tell you what, I want out of this. If you do me a favor, I will tell you where to find it, where I hid it. I hid it.
We are here for you. What can we do?
I have this amazing magical apparatus, the apparatus of Qualish, and it can go under the water, and you can do things under there. I want you to go find as much treasure as you can tomorrow. Spend all day, get as much treasure, and I'll split it with you, and then I'll tell you where to go.
Okay.
And with that, it takes you to the next room over. I'm not going to be able to take that out of the way, but what I can do is show you what the apparatus looks like.
Wow, that's
Like a-
cool.
Like a Jules Verne type submersible with claws. And all you have to do is go down there and get as much treasure as you can, and they'll split with you.
Okay.
So what would
Sounds
the
good.
treasure be from? I mean, are we talking like sunken ships or?
Probably just things that have fallen off boats. You know, people lose their coin purses from time to time, swords, shields, just things fall overboard. Some of it deteriorates, but the valuable things, the metal things, you know, coins, gems, anything that you can find would stay down there.
Well, we know where not to go. Let's don't go where the dragon's looking for stuff.
Nope.
So whoever uses this really has to pay attention. You have to, and they show you how to get into the bubble area, because there's this bubble like in the front. There's all these little gizmos for maneuvering the claws and doing things, but whoever is driving needs to pay attention or you're going to miss it. So who's going to go?
I think that's a good job for Vert because he's very detail oriented.
Vert's already sitting inside of it. He looks up. What? What's going on?
That's so awesome.
Good. You're right where you need to be. So is it like a two-person craft? Did we all go, or?
Well, you can all fit. Basically, it's a big long chamber.
Dwarves don't take much space.
Yeah. And anyone who wants to go will basically be helping to pull something in, maybe through like a hatch at the bottom. There's probably some little thing that the claw pulls, and you can take turns, you know, pulling whatever it finds in. You might have to come and surface if there's anything large. But yeah, whoever is driving is going to need to see how much you find. by searching and investigating the area for something. So when you're ready to go, let me know.
My -2 investigation will be wonderful here.
I have a +2 to investigation.
You
Yeah,
guys,
I'm in the -1, so
I have a +2 also.
Nice.
so you want to stick to the original plan or change it?
Well, if we all go and
Well-
work together, right?
But one
Do
per
we
the
know of
driver
any
has to
battles?
fix.
Can we should we go back to that bookstore and find out if there's been battles in the past that we might be able to search, or lost ships from, bad weather, or should we just randomly go out and search for stuff?
Well, she didn't say how much we have to bring back. We just gotta go out and get stuff.
Yeah.
correct.
So I think the quicker we do it, the better.
First,
Yeah.
cleaning the control panel of this thing, and I'm certain I'm hitting buttons.
And you have all day. So you have an entire day to look.
Okay. Melis
Well,
might
let's do
know
this,
approximate
guys.
area to start because he's been in and out of this place. Maybe he's
Yeah.
heard some history lore or something.
And Grinda will kind of give you some hints because I've been studying for a while, and this is the ideal spot, and it's just the area around Mist Shore. But it'll take you all day to search this area. But this is where a lot of people in their small boats tend to, it fell overboard, or the boat is capsized, and they get back in the boat finding they're missing things. But this whole area has got to have lots of treasure. That's why I built this here. But if you're ready, you can start the next
Yep.
day.
Let's go.
And so who's doing the investigation check?
I guess I'll do the investigation check.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, yeah. Hey, look, you can run the claws.
Yay.
So roll investigation then.
Okay.
And
Before we leave, can I change my spiritual animal, cast spirit, or find
familiar?
find familiar and find a sea familiar? Or is it a situation once you've got a familiar, you don't do that?
You can do it. There's just a cost to it, a time and a materials cost.
Oh.
So
Well,
right-
then don't do it. I was just thinking it might help us find stuff, but
And
who cares?
I mean, it's probably very valuable to do something like that. You just got to be willing to give up the gold basically for it.
I don't know how much gold it is.
And it's a crow, right?
Yeah, well, I have a crow right now, and I'd lose my crow. Who cares? Let's just wing it.
So you amazingly do quite well. You bring back bags and bags of loot, which Grinda goes through and she's very surprised. And she says, I can barter this. I'll be back in about an hour. Grinda comes back and gives you 100 gold pieces.
A piece?
Total. So let's see the magic calculator. Let's say 17 gold pieces each.
I know how to do this now.
And also there's a big heavy chest in the work area. Grinda kind of makes some motions with her hands. You see some glowing lights, and then it dissipates, and then she does something else you can't quite tell, and opens the chest, pulls out an iron key, and says, "This is to my family's mausoleum in the city of the dead. This is where I hid the stone." I think that's what you're looking for, right? Is the stone?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so she gives you the key, gives you a little map, kind of, it'll have my family name on it. So Grinda Garloth. So it'll have Garloth on the outside of this mausoleum building in that city of the dead.
Yep.
So she originally lied to us about the stone then.
Well, she didn't have it with her. She's hidden it. But she definitely wants to get out of sight of the Xanathar thugs and the Zentarum, figuring, at this point, you're down that path, and she can be done with it. She says, I was doing a favor for Lady Growland, and I don't want to do this. I'm sorry.
Let's go get it.
Let's go get it.
And so with this will be the end of tonight's session. But next time, we'll start probably the next morning. If there's anything anyone wants to do, we can cover that at the beginning of the next session. But it's interesting. You found a dragon living in the harbor, and found the nimble right, and now you are on a quest for that stone. So
Yeah.
It's a really good session.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
she
it's fun.
say City of the Dead or City of the Undead?
Let's see the exact phrase.
Of the Dead? Okay.
That's where you went to that statue.
Yep.
There was that area where people. It's more like a park where people kind of hang out, and it's like the dead are not dangerous. It's the family, the dead of their family, and they're really just socializing in an area where their family members are buried.
Gotcha.
City of the Dead. That is the name.
Okay.
Yep.
And check one other thing. And as you go along, Vert, you notice there's kind of something behind you.
I look back. What do I see?
It's about 60 feet in the air, too high for you to see. And if you squint a little bit, it's like, what is that? You realize it's that same type of creature you saw in the tunnels that looks like a little mini basketball-sized beholder, but with fewer eye stalks. It's just kind of hovering and kind of flying in the same direction you are, but keeping its distance.
I stop and turn and point at it and tell everybody what I'm seeing.
Can we send the crow up?
You should have my familiar. Okay, I'll send my crow up.
And so you would know from the very beginning that this is probably kind of the D&D version of a drone that Xanathar would use to stalk people of interest.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
definitely. I would suspect definitely Xanathar.
Yeah. So what would you like to do?
Bert doesn't know what subtlety is, so he's just making it blatantly clear he knows it's there.
Have Ed send us a flame ball at it.
So if every
No, I don't want to throw a flame ball in the middle of the city.
Oh, we missed. I'm so sorry about your building. But I'll let everyone do one action before we do anything else, if that's what you want to do. If anyone wants to do anything.
Yeah, I'll fling an arrow at it.
Okay. So we'll attack.
Well, I might as well shoot an arrow also.
And that hits. And so Nico.
Okay. Let me see if I can. Oops. Whoops. Oh, I'm on inventory. No wonder. I kept hitting it and it wasn't shooting. Oh, almost a 19. Out of 3.
So that missed. Anybody else?
I will use distance spell. I'll expend this sorcery point.
Okay.
I'm going to grab it with Mage Hand and try to pull it down to us.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Nice.
And while you're doing that, Shanar's like, not again. And we'll Toll the Dead. And it saves. Okay. Any other actions?
I don't think I have anything I can do.
Okay. So we'll select your character and do initiative.
Did Mage Hand bring it down, or?
Well, it's probably halfway down by now before
Okay.
turn order. Just kind of grabbed it and it's starting its way down and it's starting to fight. That is so funny. I selected a gazer, clicked initiative, and it gave me Grenda's icon.
Whit thought she was hinky.
It has nothing to do with Grinda, but it's roll 20. Okay. Is everybody in initiative? Let me double check. Melis?
Oh, we've lost X-Do.
Uh-oh.
That's like he hasn't rolled.
Let's give him a couple minutes.
I'm just gonna practice rolling by typing /R1D6
Okay.
just to see what happens. Oh, look at that. Okay.
There he is.
Yay.
Sorry, I lost internet for a second there.
Oh, that's okay. So yeah, you just need to do initiative real quick.
Oh, initiative? Sure. I sure can. 13.
13. And so Sparrow hit it with 4. Okay. And so I don't have the object, but it's coming closer to you. It's currently about half the distance now. It's going to be 30 feet away. And so, Nico, you can pick another action.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to plunk it again. Oh, that was a little better.
Just a little. Although probably not sneak, but that's enough. So it goes limp in the mage hand, and it just kind of glides in, and it's dead before it comes within range of anyone.
All right, I set it on the ground, like a couple of feet from myself.
Okay.
So is this a construct?
It is. I don't think it's a construct. It's a monstrosity. Is it? Oh, it's an aberration.
What would an aberration be?
So these things, I think, come from space, if I remember right. But each of the eye stalks does a different type of attack, kind of a different type of range damage. It's very deadly. Not as deadly as the full-size beholder, but they float. Because you found one in the Xanathar hideout, this is probably what Xanathar uses as his way of tracking things. So it was keeping an eye on Grinda twice.
Yeah.
And
Several eyes.
started following you as you were leaving. But,
Can we examine the thing? Can we take it apart? Are there any valuables inside of it?
you won't find anything. The team has come across one of these before. It's basically just a pile of mush right now.
Okay.
An eye stalk.
Eye stalks, yeah, you can keep the eye stalks. But that'll be it for tonight. I've got to get up kind of early.
Yep.
All right, that was fun.
Yep. Thank you, everyone, and thanks for everyone who's been watching. Thanks for everyone watching on a replay, and we'll be back next Tuesday.
Awesome. Thanks,
having me.
everyone.
Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Good night, everyone.
See ya.
Bye.